Hello, this is Greg. This video is one of several covering the customization options under the Admin Expander in Scantheus. Admin Expander is over here along the right side. We're going to open it up, and this episode will cover rectangle attributes. And a rectangle attribute talks about the color and the line thickness of the lines used within Scantheus. So right now I have this set up under a fixed detect option with a left and right. So the left rectangle is green and the right rectangle is red. And what you can do to customize it, you can either click on the name of the rectangle or the color. So let's say I would prefer to have, instead of green for the left, let's make it lavender. Left is lavender and red is right. So we'll go up here. It brings up a little color selector. And now my left page is lavender and my right page is red. Now it knows if I swap these rectangles, it knows based on their positions which one's left and which one is right. Now, I caution you on doing a lot of customization in this area, because if there are multiple users using your scanner and you've changed the config up, there could be some confusion into the colors, but otherwise it's there for your use. If you have a particular color scheme you prefer to use other than the default one, that's fine. Now, left, right now we've got, by default, that's going to be green, but left is lavender now. Full rectangle refers to when you have this full frame set up. So I'm currently in fixed detect, so I have to completely draw the area I want to have captured. And so that defines the full frame. And then the multi-rectangle color is when you have this multi-frame set up here. And because I'm in fixed mode, I can do this. I'm going to adjust that, and then I can add rectangles here. So all of these rectangles are going to be green. Same as if I switched into auto mode under multi-frame. And then if I do left, right in auto detect, see down here we've got a purple lavender left and a red right. This detect line thickness, let's go back to fixed, and so let's have some bigger rectangles here, is the thickness of the line as it's drawn. So you might prefer a thicker line, let's say 4. See, it's a little thicker. You can also use a mouse wheel here. So that helps bring out the area it's going to crop out for the scanning, but be aware that if you have like a left and right page, it can make it more difficult to see where that overlap is, because the lines start kind of blending together there. So depending on what you're most comfortable with, you can customize that. It adjusts it by 0.5 every time you move the mouse wheel slightly. The user rectangle has to do like when you're wanting to define a live view area. So it's a yellow and it does a dotted line. Or if you're going to do a crop, turn this on to crop. If we want to do a crop, it is a yellow line. So that's what the user rectangle is. The same thing, you can adjust the thickness of it. Let's do just the live view here. It's a little thicker line for that. How about a crop? So let's do undo what I was doing there. Now the show grid lines is a nice feature, and what that does is it puts these grid lines in there. So that helps you see if you've have your document correctly oriented. So it's positioned right, so you have a nice horizontal and vertical instead of it having some skew in there. By default, the color of the grid lines is the color of the rectangle, but you can also do a custom line color. There it makes it black. And again, all of these, you can click the button or the color and customize that color. It kind of creates a semi-transparent line, but you can also customize the transparency or and you can also adjust how big each of the grid segments are and the line thickness. Again, the same caveats as the line thickness on these. It's whatever. It's a personal preference, but if you make it too small or too big, it might get in the way, or it might not be very helpful for you. So that's customization of all the lines you can do in Scantheus, and that's it for this video.